Putin holds talks with Iran and Israel amid tensions over recent attacks. At a key moment for global geopolitical balance, Russian President Vladimir Putin has initiated direct contacts with the main players in the Middle East conflict. In less than 24 hours, Putin spoke with both Iran's new president, Masoud Pezeshkian, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamín Netanyahu. These talks come after the airstrikes that left a tragic toll of civilian casualties and have reignited international tensions. What was said, why it matters, and what could change from now on. Stay with us until the end and discover the key point revealed by the Kremlin that could redefine future global moves. From Moscow, the Kremlin confirmed that President Vladimir Putin held a telephone conversation with Masoud Pezeshkian, recently elected president of the Islamic Republic of Iran. During the call, Putin expressed his condolences to the Iranian people for the attacks suffered in recent weeks, which left numerous civilian casualties. The Russian leader emphasized his rejection of any form of aggression that jeopardizes regional stability, especially when innocent lives are at stake. The diplomatic gesture was also interpreted as a first step in consolidating stronger alliances between Moscow and Tehran amid an increasingly fragmented international landscape. Call to Netanyahu and Moscow's condemnation. A few hours later, Vladimir Putin also spoke directly with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamín Netanyahu. According to the official Kremlin statement, the Russian president was clear. Israel's recent military actions represent a direct violation of the principles established by the United Nations Charter and international law. Although not all the details of the conversation were revealed, it is known that Putin expressed concern about the escalation of violence and called for restraint. Netanyahu, for his part, reportedly defended the need to protect his country's security against external threats, although the Kremlin did not confirm whether any agreements or common ground were reached during the conversation. International implications. 4:30 to 6:30. These calls come at a time when the UN Security Council is once again under pressure to act. Russia, a permanent member with veto power, has already made its position clear and could block or influence any resolution that does not condemn recent Israeli actions. International analysts warn that Moscow is seeking to strengthen its role as a mediator in regional conflicts, especially now that the West is focused on other fronts, such as Ukraine and the Asia-Pacific. Furthermore, strategic alliances between Russia, Iran, and other non-aligned countries could generate a new dynamic on the global power scale. For those who have read this far, a key reflection. Putin's stance is not just a response to recent events. It's a calculated move in a scenario where every conversation, every word, can trigger new alliances, pressures, or conflicts. Whether these calls translate into a diplomatic path or a new confrontation will depend not only on the direct actors, but also on how the international community reacts. The truth is that silence is no longer an option. The global balance is shifting, and Russia has decided to speak out. If you're interested in geopolitical analysis, diplomatic moves, and the real impact of every international decision, subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and share this content. See you in the next report.